Hi friends, how's everybody doing today? Today we are going to be doing a core focused workout. So what does that mean? There's not a lot of, there's not a lot of big like flexion movements in today. We will be doing a little bit of half roll back work, but not like a crazy amount of heavy flexion. We're going to be focusing a lot on core engagement, isometric core engagement for those deep abdominals. So there's going to be a lot of plank work and stability work that's going to happen today. So in that case, it means there's a lot of work on the hands and knees, a lot of wristy work. So if at any point it doesn't feel comfortable on the wrists and you're really feeling like it's just not feeling very good, you can always come down to your forearms, or you can go into fists, which will give you a big, long, and more supportive line than if you break the wrist and find that wrist there. So before we begin, we're just going to do a nice little inhale up, legs are crossed, and a nice exhale to the side. So like I said, we're doing a lot of focused core work today. Hi! Lots of focused core work. So we're going to be planking, we're going to be engaging those deep abdominal muscles. It's going to be good. One more time, up and over. Let's do a little rotation through the spine. We're reaching the arms out in front of us. I'm going to bend my left elbow. My head is going to turn to that left elbow. Keep looking at that elbow as I rotate through the spine. And then I'm going to come back. So it's like I'm plucking a bow and arrow here, rotating through the spine, allowing my head to be a part of this movement. That way we get our cervical spine involved. And we sometimes forget that the neck is part of the spine. We want to bring it into play. One more time each side before we just get right into it. Apologies for the noise. We are, we live in a condo. We're doing laundry. It's Saturday. And the stack is really loud. Okay, so onto your hands and knees. We're going to take a moment to find the core. Tummy is going to pull in, and let's just round through the spine. Widen the bum, ripple, lifting the chest. And again, round through the spine. Bum free, ripple through, lift the chest. Last one here. Round through the spine. And nice big open chest. I want to take a moment to look at your scapula glide. So those are the elevator doors on the backs of those shoulders. We're going to slide those shoulder blades together, close the elevator doors, push the floor away, and feel the elevator doors come apart. Slide together and press away. And if you're not entirely sure what I mean by the elevator door movement and that retraction, protraction movement, in my feed, I have a post on using elevator doors as imagery and then also the type of movement that I'm looking for. There's some videos there that you can take a look at. Let's do two more. We're going to need that scapular work to help support us in all of the big work that we're doing today. All right, from here, we're tucking the toes under, and right away, exhale, lift those knees to a hover. Keep your neutral spine. And we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here for 5 and 4, breathing easy through it, and 3, pushing the floor actively away, 2, 1, and come down. Layer 1, let's build on it. We're going to come on up. We're going to point the right foot, bring it down. Point the left foot, bring it down. Try not to drop the head. Keep the eyes gazing at the end of the mat. That's in front of you, not the mat behind you. And one more time, each foot. Hold it. 5, 4, push the floor away, 3. Feel that work under the armpits. And 1, come on down. If you need to give your wrists a shake, now's the time. You can always go to forearms or fists, depending on what feels most comfortable for you. Let's build layer 3. Take a breath in, and we come up. We're gonna reach the right foot out behind and hold that. So both feet are on the ground, pull it in. Left foot out, hold it. Pull it in. Out and hold. Pull it in. Out and hold. Pull it in. One more time each side. Pull it in and out. Pull it in and down. So normally we have 3 layers. Today we're adding a 4th. If you'd like to join me, you can. You have multiple options prior to this to choose from. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift. Reach the right leg out. Hold it. And in. Keep those hips square to the floor. Other side. Glute is on. And in. Reach it out. Hold. And in. We're jumping right into it today. And in. One more time each side. Reach it out. And in. Last one. In. Hold it. 5, 4, knees hovering. 3, knees hovering. 2, and 1. Come on. Down. Whew. Big arm circles. I'm going to come on an angle so I don't hit my table. Welcome to Saturday. Hope everybody's feeling well. Let's sweep those arms in the opposite direction before we come into a little bit of flexive abdominal work for the day. So we are going to sit nice and tall on our sit bones, reaching out our half roll backs. Tailbone rolls to pubic bone deepens to belly button. Find that curl through the pelvic wheel. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll yourself back up. And again, rolling, rolling, rolling. And exhale. We're going to build. Scoop and roll through that low back and those low abdominals. Lift the arms up and down. Up and down. 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 2 more, 7 and 8. Down, take a breath in, exhale, up you come. All right, let's build a little more. We're gonna roll through those deep abdominals, tailbone to pubic bone to belly button, hold. When the arms come up, we're gonna bring the leg closest to the camera up with us and tap it for 5. Tap it for 4. 3, collarbone stays wide, 2, 1, and we lower the leg down. Stay in the curl, bring the arms and the leg up and tap it down. So we move to our opposite leg for 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And we bring it down, take a breath in, exhale, coming up. All right, moving on. Scoop through those low tummy muscles. Bring the leg closest to the camera to tabletop, the hands behind the head. Let's rotate. 1. Exhale, 2. Rotating to that leg, 3. Just to that leg. 4. 4 more. 5. And 6. 7. And last one, 8. Stay in the curl, lower the leg down, bring the opposite leg up and rotate. 8. And 7. Head, collarbone, rib cage, and back. Head, collarbone, rib cage, and back. For 4, and 3, and 2, 1. Leg down, reach the arms out, take a breath in, exhale. Last layer. You can stay there or you can join me. We're gonna scoop through those deep tummy muscles. Legs come into our teaser prep position. Hands behind the head. I'm gonna rotate toward you, reaching my opposite leg out long, and then switch. So if you're doing the first layer of this, which was the rotation, then you would do 8 on one side again and 8 on the other side. If you're doing it with me, we are switching legs and doing a full rotation. We got 4 left here for 4 and 4 and 3. Deepening those abdominals, pull those abs in, and 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. Back to center, legs down, curl yourself up. Let those legs go nice and long. You can either just lie yourself down on the mat, or you can join me in a roll down as we again roll through those deep abdominals. Tailbone to pubic bone to belly button, rolling through that low back. And the hands just coming back behind you, and we bend the legs. Okay, moving on, we're going into our hip lifts. So let's do a couple here just to wake up the body. We're going to engage the glutes, lift the legs up, 1, and come down. We're just going to do 4 of these. Squeeze the bum, press up for 2. Feet are about sit bone distance apart or bum cheek distance apart, 3. And when you come up, you want to feel like you're reaching out through the knees, engaging those glutes to keep that pelvis lifted, but you don't want to get into your, too pushy into your ribs. And then come on back down. Layer 1, bring the right leg to tabletop, extend it up to the ceiling, and we lower the leg down for 8, 7. This is work we have been working on, controlling that leg as we lower it down. So it's not fast, the abs are on, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, bend the leg, and down. Other side for 8. We extend the leg up, squeeze the leg, control through those abdominals. 1, lift it up. Feel like you're reaching long, 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 long through those toes. Reach it long and up. You can almost think of a fisherman throwing his line into the water. It has that beautiful length arc. Let's do this for 3 and 2 and 1. Up and down. As always, you can stay there. You can join me for layer 2. Find your glutes, press on up to the ceiling. Anchor into the leg furthest away from the camera. Leg closest comes through tabletop to extension. We lower for 8 and 7 and 6. Keep that inner thigh of the supporting leg really active so the leg doesn't start to roll out for 3 and 2. And I'm not touching the floor here. I'm just kind of going past the knee. And 1. Bend the leg, lower it down. Don't go down. Find the glute on the camera leg, extend up, lower it, 8, 7. You can always come down and do this with your back on the mat. And we've got 4 and 3. Reach out through that knee, 2 and 1. Leg up, bend the leg, lower it down. Now we get karate chopped at the hip. We come down in one big piece. Layer 3. It's the same thing, but we're adding arms. So if you want to stay on your back, you can do this work on your back with the arms in addition to it. If you're joining me for layer 3, find your glutes, come on up, bring the leg closest to the camera up through tabletop, and extend those arms with you. We lower down for 8, pull everything in. 7. Lots of core work to keep the pelvis and the spine really supported here. We got 4 left. 4. You can also just keep the arms up in the sky. You don't have to move them. 2, 1. Hold, and because it's fun, let's hinge the bum and come down in one piece. Keep the leg and the arms lifting toward the ceiling as you hinge. Touch the back down, bend, and down. Little bonus for you there. We're gonna find that squeeze, come back up, extend the leg through tabletop, bring the arms with you, lower the arms and the legs, pull it all back in for 8, 7, 6. Lots of abdominals supporting you here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Hinge. Find that bum, lowering the bum down to the mat. Reach through your fingers and your toes. Bend the leg. Come on down. All right. Good work, everybody. We are moving into our side lying work. This is going to be more wristy stuff. So you can always go into a fist if you need to. We're going to start by extending whichever leg you want out. You're going to lose my hands here, but I'm just going to clasp my hands together and bring them up above my head. We've done this oblique exercise before, where we are candy caning our side bend away from the long leg and then engaging those abdominals to melt that rib cage back down toward the hip. 8 is the magic number today. We have 4 left. And 3, 2, and 1. Now the fun stuff. Let's lean ourselves down. Let's keep the other arm up. We're going to lift and lower the leg 8 times. 1, 2. So I'm still keeping my core really nice and active here, squeezing my bum as I lift. We've got 4 left. 4 and 3. Just gonna come to frame a little bit better. 2 and 1. Bend the leg, extend it. 1 and 2. So I'm keeping my thigh bone as in line with my hip joint as possible, and I'm just extending out from my knee for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. I want you to hold your leg out there. I need to come forward. I'm kicking my door there, or my thing behind me. We're going to bend the leg in, lower the whole leg down, lift it back up. 1. Down, it's like a big fire hydrant movement. You may not touch the leg that's standing, and that's totally fine. But I want you to make sure that your knee is coming up above your ankle. So I don't want you to end up rotating inward, but think of that knee living a little higher than the ankle as you lift that leg. 2 more here. Last one, and we're gonna draw circles with our knee. 1 and 2, these are not fast circles. 3, I'm working through the glute a little bit more at the top of each of those circles. For 5 and 6, 7 and 8. We have to reverse that direction, squeeze the bum, lift it. 1. Let the bum release as the leg comes forward, squeeze the bum and lift as the leg comes back. 4 and 5, 6, 7, last one here, 8. Hold it, extend the leg out, lower it down, push yourself up, and let's switch legs. We're gonna start with our side bends, so clasping the hands together like a big candy cane. I'm gonna come over and then pull up through those obliques. So coming up and over like a candy cane, and then you wanna melt those ribs back down toward the hips. And 3. Inhaling over, exhale as you come up. 4 more. 4 and 3. And 2, smile. It's all good stuff. One last time. We're gonna open the arms wide and come on down. Lift the leg. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful work today. 7, last one for 8. We're gonna keep that thigh bone where it is, bend at the knee and extend out. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, kicking the heel toward the bum for 5 and 6, almost there. 7, last one. 8, bend the leg, lower it down, squeeze the bum, lift. 1, lift. 2. Again, we're trying to keep the knee in line with the ankle or a little higher than the ankle so we don't start getting into this, which is not going to serve you as well. 2 more. Last one, and then we go to our circles. Squeeze that bum, release. Squeeze that bum, release. 3 and 4, 5. Push the floor away with that arm. 6, 7. Last one in this direction. Reverse it. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one here. and 8. Hold it. Extend the leg out with control. Lower the leg with control. Push yourself up. And here we come down. Almost done, but not quite. Okay, we're going to come onto our bellies to do a little bit of upper back work. If you are pregnant or it just doesn't feel comfortable to be on your belly, you can do all of it kneeling, hinging forward, and you can do the flexion and extension work from here. Otherwise, we're going to come down onto our bellies, pulling the tummy muscles in for support. On the exhale, we're going to lengthen out through the top of the head and down. So I really want you to pull your belly away from the mat and give your bum a little squeeze. Reach out through the top of the head, lengthen, and down. Lengthen out, and down. And 4. If you're getting any pinching in the low back, check your position. Are you engaging your core? Are you squeezing your glutes? 2. 1. We're going to come up and stay. Lengthen out through the top of the head, stay. Reach out both arms, big wide V, bring them back to the forehead. Big wide V, bring them back to the forehead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out there, lower everything down. You can always bring the hands back under the forehead. Otherwise, we're going to reach out through those hands, through the top of the head to lift and lower. The range is going to be smaller, that's okay. Reach out through the top of the head, fingers, and lower. And 2, 3, 4, 4 more, reaching out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Push yourself back to a child's pose. Feel a nice stretch through the back. All right. We're going to come back onto our hands and knees. We've got 2 more kind of series to do here. On the hands and knees, the hand furthest away from you is going to come down onto the forearm. We looked at this movement earlier in the week. We're going to extend the leg closest to the camera, and we're going to lift it up 1 and 2. I really like doing the glutes here. You get a big range of movement for us to work through. 4 and 5. Core is still very active. 7, last one here. 8, circles 1. Big circle 2. Big circle 3. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reversing that for 8. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Push yourself up and come into your 4-point kneel. This is a more position we're used to being in. We're going to open the leg out toward you and then sweep that leg to the opposite wall. Out toward you and sweep to the opposite wall. So it's like a big pendulum, just kind of sweeping back and forth. And my challenge here is to keep my pelvis really stable and supported so I'm not swinging my hips side to side as I do this. Just the leg is moving and the glute is really active to keep that leg lifted. For 2 and 1. Bring the leg back to center and down. Hand closest to you is going to come to the floor. I'm going to reach my opposite leg out and lift it 1. So my hips are rotated a little bit here. Nice and open. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think I added 2 here. That's okay. We're going to do circles here for 8, 7, and 6. 5, long legs. 3, 2, reversing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathing through it, 6, 7, and 8. Press the floor away, keep the leg lifted, coming into your parallel position. Open the leg away from the camera, pull it toward the camera. Open it away from the camera, pull it toward the camera. Here's our little pendulum, keeping the pelvis really stable and support it. If the wrists don't like it, come onto your forearms. You can do it down there. And let's do this for 3, and 2, and 1. Back to center, lower the leg down. And wouldn't you know, here we are for our last series, which is going to be on the hands and knees. This one you can't really do on your forearms, so take a moment to just give your wrists a bit of a shaky shake, because we're going to be in this position for a little bit. So layer 1, my feet are wider than sit bone distance apart, but my hands are a little closer toward each other than they normally are. We're going to do shoulder taps. Pull the abdominals in, tap one shoulder, tap the opposite. Tap one, tap the opposite. So this is layer 1, okay? This is what you can always come back to if the other two, the next 2 layers are a bit more challenging for you today. One more time on each side, and rest. Okay, walk those legs a little further back. We're coming into a knee plank. I still have a good amount of space between my legs here, more support over my arms, but my hands are a little bit closer together. Tap, 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 tap. And I'm really trying not to swing my hips or my whole torso very much. It's hard. One more time each side. All right. And you guessed it, layer 3. Full plank, wide feet, push that floor away, hands a little closer together, tap it 1, tap it 2. I find that putting pressure into the foot of the hand that's tapping helps to stabilize me a little bit more. Last one, last one. Hold that plank for 5. For 4, squeeze those glutes. 3, smile through it. 2, and 1. Come on in. Big child's pose. Stretch that back. Stretch those arms. Really reach for the end of your mat. Bring your hands by your side. Link them behind you and up. Big stretch here. Breathing through it. And up. We're going to finish with just a little side bend on each side. So we're going to come up, side bend over. Excellent work today, everybody. Full body. Lots of upper body in that. It's amazing how heavy body weight can be, and just, you know, how much of a difference just using your body weight can make. One more time on the opposite side to finish today. All right. Thank you for joining me. It's been a lovely week seeing you, and enjoy your day off tomorrow, and I will see you all on Monday.